after. All the females are so violent in anime. Hey everyone, welcome to Elevate Your Power Level, where we analyze the artwork and life lessons from anime. I'm Coach Donnie, and I'm an art teacher, former animator, volleyball coach, and semi-professional athlete, which is where my reactions and perspectives come from. In this video, we'll be reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, Episode 3. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications for weekly reaction videos. Now let's get this Jujutsu party started. Itadori is officially in the school. I wish they would have started off with a scene where he gets punched by the doll. That's one of my favorite scenes of Jujutsu so far. Closing on his face? That's messed up. You know what's interesting is knowing how bad these curses are and that these curses could destroy the world. They're generally pretty lighthearted, these sorcerers. I thought they would be a little bit more serious, but maybe that's just the feel of Jujutsu Kaisen. Just more humor as well as some of the intense action versus just a really serious one. Shibuya and Shinagawa. Man, that is a very well designed balloon animal. This is why you need illustrations. When I was studying this in college, it was a double major between animation and illustration, which was tons of work because you got to learn how to illustrate and paint these beautiful images, but also animate movement, which is a totally different skill set. Even though the principles of art are very similar, the focus and the speed are very, very different. When you're animating, you have to be more fluid because you want to draw fluid movement. When you're illustrating, you definitely want to be fluid when you're first starting, but it's about fine detail. And when I was in the major, I didn't understand why they had to be a double major, but when I see how closely those two groups have to work together, then it makes sense. That's right, we have our possible third person for the team. That blue popsicle looks really yummy. I wonder if you have to be recommended to go to the school, or people can just apply to be sorcerers, or if sorcerers are common knowledge that these people exist. Oh, he gets his official sorcerer outfit uniform. Oh, he's got a red, interesting, got a red top here. Harajuku, this is a really fashionable, very eccentric district. Okay, so this is where people get recruited. She must come here all the time. I wonder why they don't, I mean, she's pretty good looking. I wonder why they don't want her to model. And how do they know to find her? Is she a current student, or is she just some random person they are scouting from outside? Oh, okay, so she knows them. Okay, so she's wearing... We gotta practice these names because I'm still trying to learn the names from Kuroko no Basket. Kugisaki Nobara. And then she's probably gonna have like 3 or 4 other nicknames like Kugi-kun, Nobara-san. I like how full of herself she is. Join our channel memberships and be a part of an exclusive interactive community where you'll receive early access to all my reaction videos 5 days before they get released, behind the scenes content, members only polls, monthly watch parties where you get to interact directly with me, and uncensored reaction videos with 100% opacity for an extra level of enjoyment. You'll also receive exclusive loyalty badges and custom emojis just for members. So click that join button below to enjoy your members only perks today. Girl of Steel. A potato. Ate his own boogers as a kid. So she must not know these other junior sorcerers. Let's see, I bet he likes setting oil slicked goals on fire. Look at that facial expression though. To show someone thinking intently, if you have the eyebrows only down, they can look mad, but you see how the eyes are kind of angled up, which communicates a little bit more uncertainty. Great facial expression animation there, or really just an illustration. Took one look inside. That's funny. I can't wait to hear the backstory of why their leader is blind. TDL. So maybe they're excited to be in Tokyo, that they're trying to argue where to explore. But I thought their school's in Tokyo. This must be a bunch of places that I'm not familiar with in Japan. She's still complaining that they didn't go to Roppongi. I forgot why he swallowed it. Maybe because someone told him that don't let the other curse swallow it, otherwise he will become stronger. They haven't even trained Itadori to do how to exercise it. He just knows how to punch him. So there he's forcing them to learn the hard way. Just go in and try it. Ooh, that's cool. So that's how he's gonna exercise it, which is to kill him with the blade. Why would he get rid of all the surrounding curses if Sukuna is just another curse? So I'm assuming other people can't see the curse energy, and only certain humans that are gifted with that ability can see those purple auras. That's a good leader. Tell him to take it easy because he's still healing from the last battle. Testing Nobara. She's probably pretty badass. Already talking about sushi after. All the females are so violent in anime. This is funny. I would say the humor is pretty good in this one. Ooh. That is an interesting question. Do you need a receipt? They have the most interesting sound. Oh, that guy sounds so cool. I like how they're drawing it kind of like a manga style, thick lines like a stroke of a brush. So is killing a curse the same as exercising it? Yeah, and we just talked about this. What's interesting about not having a lot up here, and we just talked about this reaction or this concept called being in the zone in my reaction video to Kuroko no Basket that I've just posted. By the way, I apologize if I tend to mix animes, but one thing as a teacher and a coach is I like to see patterns and I like to see similarities among different disciplines or different media. But what makes Itadori a great athlete and also apparently a great sorcerer is he doesn't hesitate. And when you don't hesitate, you're acting intuitively and by your gut. You're just feeling and doing. Because the moment you try to think too much about what you're doing, that cognitive process takes time for you to process, and then by that time it's already happened and your timing's thrown off. So that's very similar to being in the zone where Aomine unlocked this new level of just subconscious Zen mode where he wasn't thinking, he was feeling and doing, and that's why he was even faster and even more fluid and more of a weapon. I wonder if Itadori will recruit the other two people to be sorcerers. Let me read that last part. Give up in frustration because they couldn't conquer their fear or disgust. So Itadori doesn't have a lot going on, which means he doesn't have a lot of fear or anything like that. What kind of place is this? She has a heart on the hammer. Curses are born from human minds. Interesting. And Tokyo is very densely populated, so that's makes sense why there's a lot of curses here. That was cool, that blue aura that came from those pins. So she's used to fighting curses in the countryside. What is that? I don't know if this is some like commercial intermission that they left in, or because I think that says Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, I think that says Jujutsu Kaisen again. Like, we'll be right back after commercials. So this has got to be a flashback to Nobisaki. Nobara? Ah, I already forgot her name. They always got these eyes coming out of their body. It's so creepy. That's cool that she can remotely control. Oh, she can command them to move deeper into them. That's pretty cool. Nailed it. Haha. That's funny. Why is she fearful now? Oh, there's a little kid. She doesn't. She strikes me as someone who doesn't like kids. Oh. Hey, that's another cute curse. Even though they can kill a human, they look kind of cute. Yeah, where are her nails? Okay, in her hand. Oh, gonna kill him. Oh. Alright, so they're not just cursed from the countryside, they're curses with intelligence. Monsters that have gained wisdom will often force cruel options upon you. Okay, yeah, just like it's like terrorists. I mean, evil humans. Let's see how she deals with this. So because his nose is not that strong, it has to use his brain a little bit more. And she has to choose between. So she's gonna be more the selfish type of character that's gonna have some type of breakthrough later to end up doing unselfish things. Itadori's gonna come to the rescue. Who's that? That's the intuitive part, not even thinking. It just does. I like how they just kind of disappear into the wall. What's that? Straw doll? Maybe to bring it back. Straw doll technique. Oh, so as long as it has, like voodoo, as long as it has some body part, she can still influence the curse, even if the body part's separated. Like it's like a voodoo technique. Wonder why they would show the sign from the bridge. It's got to be a critical start part of the story. Saori-chan. Maybe she got killed by a curse or died on the bridge. Oh, she's older too. So maybe she become like an older sister. Yeah, they ostracized her. Okay, because they assumed that she just assumed that country folks are dumb because she's coming from the big city, Tokyo. Let's see, what's that? We protest the Kitagawa Highway extension. Okay. For some reason, they're blaming her. Oh, that's sad. Wow, leaving graffiti on the van.
聞いたことない名前の手作りのお菓子をお店のはもっと美味しいんだよと笑ってご馳走してくれた沙織ちゃん。
That's a really cool detail, by the way. So they're not just sitting on these hacky, or not hacky sacks, these large bean bags, but you have the dog not just sitting there. So having characters and objects interact with each other are the most challenging parts of animating. It's really easy to animate something in isolation. So let's say you have like the background of a school gym and then you just have someone running, because you're just animating the person running. But here you have the person sitting on the beanbag, but having to pet a dog that is interacting with the pillow, and the dog is integrated into the pillow. The dog could have just been animated sitting upright and would have been easy petting the head, but now it's kind of slumped over to make it feel more realistic here. And you see how the dog lifted up his head, so it's not just a still object, but it's, yeah, great attention to detail. What the? Oh, at first I thought that was her that was beheaded. Yeah, maybe he's accessing that cursed energy. Maybe that's created her fascination with wanting to live, get out of the village to be like Saori-chan. The only way I can move to the city without having to worry about, because to enroll in the school. So it kind of goes back to the question of, do people know about, like general people know about the sorcerer school? Yeah, she might have come to Tokyo searching for Saori-chan. Man, looking at those pastries makes me hungry for some Tokyo treat snacks. Looking for her at the bakeries. Macaroons. So she is slightly sentimental, but very aggressive. Emotionally unstable. That's cute. I like how they included a scene of them actually dropping off the boy to make sure he got home safely, just to show a little bit more character development from these sorcerers, that they're not just military people that are just there to kill curses, but save lives. That's their ultimate goal. Save the world and save lives from these cursed energy. Oh, sushi time. Looking up Yelp. By the way, food scenes are like some of my favorite scenes in anime. That's because he was injured and recovering. Whose voice is this? Ishu Juvenile detention center. And the music's starting to get eerie, so this might be a villain. A cursed womb was witnessed by several non-Jujutsu sorcerers. Oh, what the? That is creepy. Okay, so this is a recap from someone from the juvenile detention center. That was a really good way to end episode 3. That was just such a creepy image of a womb, and at first when I read the subtitles saying that there was a womb, I thought that was just some analogy, but there was a literal gigantic womb of a demon in the air, and I'm assuming when non-sorcerers can see it, it must be a very, very, very powerful curse. So I'm excited to see what type of action is going to come from this. But we knew that the tone was getting really serious when someone's typing a summary of what happened and one junior sorcerer died. So can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode.